Welcome to Comparative VPN YouTube channel. In today's video, I will talk about the best dedicated IP VPN services. If you're looking for your own secure and unique IP address, know that very few VPN services give you that ability. In fact, many VPNs that offer you their dedicated IP addresses aren't very good and aren't worth your time and money. But what exactly is dedicated IP address and why you should get one? Well, as its name implies, a dedicated IP address is an IP address dedicated to one particular user. This is a feature paid for additionally, and usually we're talking about a few dollars a month on top of your VPN subscription. While dedicated IP address isn't great when it comes to anonymity because logically it's associated only with you, this functionality comes with some great benefits. For example, when using a shared IP address, as is usually the case, another user might perform illegal activities online with the exact same IP address that you're using. This can get you into trouble with the authorities pretty quickly, which won't happen if you're the only person using that IP, as you have full control. Furthermore, when using a dedicated IP address, you'll easily be able to access your bank account, company's account, or let's say, your account on a particular streaming platform. Banks, for example, are known for blocking access to your account. If they detect that you're using an IP address that's not associated with it, then this is very important to know. We also must mention annoying CAPTCHA authentication. When using a shared IP address, you'll often have to solve these annoying and downright stupid puzzles. This happens because there are multiple requests from the same IP address, which websites detect as potential spamming, and therefore you must complete the CAPTCHA to prove that you're not a machine basically, and that it's a human wanting to access that website. This, of course, won't happen with your dedicated IP address. As I said, you're the only one using it, and you cannot send 10, 20 or 30 requests simultaneously, which will minimize this issue. Not to mention that your online location will always be the same, and you will avoid getting your sent emails thrown into the spam folder of other users because of shared VPNs IPs that are often used by spammers. So these are only some of the benefits of dedicated IP addresses. And now let's talk about the best dedicated IP VPN services that include CyberGhost, NordVPN and private internet access. Before I move on, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to remain notified whenever we publish a new useful video like this one. For me, the best dedicated IP address VPN provider is CyberGhost. This VPN comes with 7,000 plus servers in 90 countries, and logically you cannot get a dedicated IP in all of them. In fact, CyberGhost gives you 6 locations to choose from: Australia, the US, Germany, France, the UK and Canada, and for me this is more than enough. I like that you can easily claim your dedicated IP on the website. If you already have a CyberGhost subscription, you just need to visit your accounts page, choose the location you want and get a token. After that, copy and paste the token into the application and you're good to go. By using this dedicated IP VPN, you can enjoy what CyberGhost has to offer in terms of security as well. Once you connect, your connection is encrypted with military-grade encryption, and thanks to a kill switch and IP leak protection, it won't leak to the public eyes, granting you a maximum level of privacy. I must mention that CyberGhost also offers a no-logs policy. This means that it won't collect any information related to your browsing history, DNS request or geolocation, making for a safe and secure online browsing experience. Now, depending on your dedicated IP address location, you will be able to unblock certain geo-blocked websites. For instance, if you get a dedicated IP in France, you can watch French TV channels abroad or enjoy downloading torrents anonymously. I also like that CyberGhost gives you the ability to install it on any device you have. This means that you can utilize your dedicated IP address even on your phone or tablet, for instance. And with 7 simultaneous connections in place, CyberGhost can protect multiple devices at the same time, albeit only you will be able to use your dedicated IP address. Best of all, there's 24/7 live chat support in place, which makes CyberGhost much easier to use, thanks to the help that you can get at any time of the day or night. Now, in terms of pricing, CyberGhost is extremely cheap. I really like that you don't have to pay for a dedicated IP address additionally. So if you get, let's say, this cheapest deal in the middle that also comes with a 45-day unconditional money-back guarantee, you can use it right from the get-go. So if you want to get this deal on CyberGhost along with a 45-day money-back guarantee I mentioned, make sure you use the following link: comparative-vpn.fr/cg, or just check the link in the description box below the video to claim the cheapest possible deal on CyberGhost VPN. The second best dedicated IP VPN is NordVPN. Now, in the app, NordVPN doesn't offer this functionality, but if you check the website, there's a dedicated page to this feature. Getting a dedicated IP from NordVPN is quite easy as well. You just have to use this coupon code on the screen, and follow the instructions. However, NordVPN's dedicated IP is a bit more expensive and costs $70 a year on top of your regular VPN subscription. Furthermore, NordVPN offers 5 locations here: the UK, US, Netherlands, France, and Germany, which is a bit inferior to CyberGhost. On the flip side, if you decide to go for this option, know that NordVPN will provide you with better performance. Thanks to its NordLynx VPN protocol, the VPN offers the fastest speeds along with ExpressVPN, and you will like its 5,000 plus servers in 60 plus countries globally. I like NordVPN's focus on security and privacy too. While using your dedicated IP, you will enjoy NordVPN's reliable kill switch, 256-bit encryption, and IP and DNS leak protection. NordVPN also has advanced security features like split tunneling and an ad blocker, for instance, and I especially like a zero logging policy present here. It has an external audit from PricewaterhouseCoopers, and this is a clear indicator that NordVPN won't store any logs of your browsing history, IP address, DNS requests, timestamps, etc. etc. In case you decide to use NordVPN without a dedicated IP, it's good that it can unblock netlist catalogs, and due to P2P servers in the application, you can enjoy safe and anonymous torrenting. Finally, I must mention that NordVPN supports all devices and platforms and gives you 6 simultaneous connections on a single subscription. This is backed up by reliable 24/7 live chat support, as well as affordable prices that you can see on the screen. If NordVPN seems enticing to you, you can get the cheapest deal on NordVPN, one on the left, along with a 30-day money-back guarantee that applies to all subscription plans by using the following link: comparative-vpn.fr/nord1, or as I said earlier, click on the link in the description box below the video to claim the cheapest possible deal on NordVPN. Private Internet Access, or PIA, is one of the best dedicated IP address VPN services you can get. It functions very similarly to CyberGhost, and that is because both VPNs operate under the same parent company, Cape Technologies. PIA VPN offers a dedicated IP functionality via a token that you can get from your account's page, the same way you do in CyberGhost. Here, you can choose from 5 dedicated IP locations, including the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and Germany, and given that this is an extremely cheap VPN, this is more than enough. What PIA has to offer overall is inferior to the previous 2 VPNs. In my PIA VPN review, we saw that this is not the fastest VPN, but on the other hand, it claims to offer around 30,000 servers in 75 countries. Crazy, isn't it? Well, the other thing that's crazy good is the level of security. It has all the features I mentioned in CyberGhost, and I like the presence of advanced kill switch, PIA Mace, which is an ad blocker, and of course WireGuard support. Needless to say, PIA VPN uses 256-bit encryption for securing on connection, and thanks to IP and DNS leak protection, your dedicated IP will stay private all the time. Even though it doesn't have an external audit on the no logs policy, PIA VPN actually proved that it doesn't store any compromising logs several times. This makes it a really good option for privacy-oriented users. Sadly, this isn't a great VPN for streaming, and downloading torrents will be slower due to weaker overall performance. But you will like this VPN's 10 simultaneous connections and 24/7 live chat support, even though frankly device support could be much better. When it comes to pricing, Private Internet Access doesn't charge for a dedicated IP additionally. Instead, you just get a VPN subscription and that's it. Thankfully, PIA VPN usually offers very cheap long-term plans that even manage to outprice, if that's the word, CyberGhost, and on top of that come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you're interested in checking out Private Internet Access and get this deal on the screen, you can do so by using the link in the description box below the video. With everything I said so far, the list of the best VPN with dedicated IP address is complete. This is not a huge list, but I think that these are the best dedicated IP VPN services you can get. I recommend CyberGhost simply because it's the best choice overall, and it's significantly cheaper than many other VPNs with this feature. However, if you don't mind paying $70 annually, you can check NordVPN and enjoy better performance and streaming capabilities. Or in the end, you can go with PIA VPN, which is a less quality VPN when compared to these two, but you will get your dedicated IP address at the lowest possible price. And with that said, this was all for today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure you smash the like button below, subscribe to our channel and stick with us because many more useful videos like this are coming pretty much on a daily basis. See you in the next video. Bye.